Please explain the differences among engrams, muscle memory, biomemory. See, engram is the initial level, 1 or 2. When they become solid, like a 200, 300, they become muscle memory. When they become few thousands, then it becomes biomemory. It's like a water, ice, and the ice rock. Water is engram, ice is muscle memory, ice rock is biomemory. And how to stop the bad thoughts coming in the mind? The only way is stop the mind itself. That is the only way. Stop the mind itself, that is the only way. There is no bad thought. Is it good to have strict everyday routine, like going to bed at the same time, eating at the same time, yoga at the same time? Or is it better to make things, shake things up and do different things to avoid creating any patterns? You see, the things which you do to elevate yourself don't create pattern. Even if they create pattern, good for you. So don't worry about those things. Following the, you see, if you see me going to the temple and all, morning, the moment I wake up, I'll get ready and go to the temple. You will see me like a clear, like a robo only moving. I'll go and put my head in the same place, go around, put my head in the same place and come back, put my head in the same place and come back. So those things, your spiritual routine should be a routine. Getting up at the same time, working out, doing yoga or meditation properly, and the same room, all this really helps. See, when you do it in the same room, that room will have its own vibration. That is why these centers, temples, all this gets created. That's why these centers. So be very clear. Spiritual routine does not create pattern. And he is asking one more question. My sleep is very different. If I sleep on my back rather than my side. Yogananda is seen in a YouTube video from 1930s where he highly recommends people to lie on their backs. Can you explain this? See, I am not able to understand why Yogananda says, but I will tell you from my experience, the posture of lying down does not anyway interfere with your consciousness. Don't bother about it. Number of hours sleeping is more than enough. There is a young boy in my neighborhood who is always asking questions about you, ever since he saw your pictures and books in my house. But yesterday when he found out that I was going to see you, he asked me in private if I would please say hello to you for him. Tell him hello from me. Tell him to see me in YouTube, my discourses. He will be connected. Tell him to come to our temple. She is asking now that mental patterns are gone. There is something left empty. Will the same pattern start again? No. That will not start, and you also don't start. You also don't start. The next steps expected from you is continuously inspiring yourself again and again through the satsang. I think keep yourself inspired, that's enough. No other technique, particular technique is required. Keep yourself inspired and unclutching. These two is more than enough. And the Seattle women's group are asking a question. If we put ourselves first, it seems to be family relationship suffers. Don't worry about that. Put yourself first. That's the life. What do you recommend for healthy skin? If you are in India, I will recommend taking bath in Vaidya Sarovar. If you are there, maybe I can say neem juice. Neem juice will bring healthy skin. See, there is no available system in allopathy or yoga or sports or physical workout or in any field to raise the mitochondria cell energy more than 40 to 60%. Maximum is 60% only. They are saying, what is this? 1300. And now I refined some of the techniques which are directly responsible for the mitochondria and made it into 1500 now. They are saying we will create a new world health order. I said, that's all we want. And they say especially before 28, you see 28 is a time, body starts dying. Before the age of 28, if we can do these two, means awakening the mitochondria cell energy and the DNA layer, they are saying simply you can say that the person will not have cancer, the person will not have a menopause problems, the thousands of usual problems are completely avoided. It's not there. They are asking, if you are going to do this in mass scale, they first asked me, do you have the capacity to do for any number of people? I said, more number, more easily I can do. They are telling, if this is the case, then we can directly challenge the scientific community that we are creating a new humanity, new consciousness. I said, that's what I am doing, that's what I am saying, but nobody is believing. At least you certify. You certify so that people do understand or believe. How many of you below 28 did inner awakening? Raise your hand. Raise the hand. Below 28 did inner awakening. You guys are the most fortunate people. Most fortunate. Good. You guys managed it. See, it's not that for above 28 it does not work. They say below 28 means it's like it sets a kind of a base for the whole life. See, above 28, all the disease you carry will go away and you will start creating a new biomemory. All these things will happen. Of course, even those things are unimaginable as per the science. They are saying only in the science fiction all these things can be imagined. They are saying in the field of whatever they are doing, analyzing, that's the exact word he said. It looks like a science fiction, Swamiji. But we have to believe because the machine says, when we analyze the data, soon, very soon, I'll make this as a program available for mass, even through internet. Only for initiation they will come here. See, I'll share all the intellectual knowledge through the internet itself. Just come for 1 week for the initiation. Here. Only the direct physical touch which is required. For that let them come here. See, it needs totally 21 touches. And it does not necessary every day only 1 touch. You can have even 3 touch a day. 3 initiation per day can happen. So within 3-4 hours the body will be ready for the next initiation. So I am planning it in such a way, all the intellectual lessons will be given by either the acharyas or by the in the internet. Finish everything. Come here, 3 initiation per day. All my work is morning on initiation, after lunch on initiation, night on initiation. 3 initiation, 1 week. Take the certificate. 8-layer DNA awakened, 1500%. Mitochondria cell energy, go out. Enlightenment certified. ISO. We will say ISO 2011 certified. And this November I am going to add something new related to the Pancha Karma. Means I am now working on this enema, cleaning the stomach and cleaning the upper intestine. All these things I am working. First I am experimenting on my body. So this coming inner awakening I am going to share with everybody. So this will make the body ready to receive more initiations. See, this inner awakening which happened is the first inner awakening where I did complete 21 initiation without giving a day break. Because the whole group was able to receive. They were not agitated except 1 or 2 persons, 1 or 2 days. All others were able to manage. So, I am working on a unique science. Just through the Pancha Karma, means 5 cleansing process, like making them vomit, not in ordinary way, giving them a special tamarind juice. If you give the special tamarind juice, it will not be like ordinary vomiting, just whole thing will be cleansed. And enema, the lower intestine will be cleansed. The ashram, all the ashramites are using enema every day for last 3 months. because I tested it on me and I am sharing it with the ashramite with a unique combination of garlic and turmeric powder. It's a unique enema described in Siddha tradition. I used it on me 3 months. God, I could see, I can say the second Kayakalpa which I discovered, like neem juice, the second thing I discovered is this enema. I am working on it, I am standardizing it for this age person, how to give, for each age how much water should be used, all that I am standardizing. This inner awakening, I am going to share the Pancha Kriya, means that 5 Pancha Karma, all the 5 process of cleaning the nose through the water. If you pour the water through one nostril, through other it will come out. All this I am going to do in this November inner awakening. And after I master this, I will make even a separate course, like a 2-3 days, just like N Health, this health program, I will make 2-3 days course. Just this Pancha Karma people can come and learn and go. I will make a course. So it will be easy, and put it in the website also, so that people can learn it easily. Is it better to suppress with awareness or express with awareness? I can say, depends on the situation. I cannot straight away answer this. See, if it is going to be big headache, the side effect and after effect is going to be a big headache, then suppress it with awareness. If it is not going to be, it is very smooth, joyful flow of life, then express with awareness. Can laziness and higher emotions coexist? For some time it can coexist, not permanently. In long term, anyone has to leave you. Either laziness has to leave or the higher emotion has to leave. In the initial level it can coexist. During the rising of the higher spectrum, that time it can coexist, not for a long time. Are there several levels of Kundalini awakening? It is not several levels of your capacity to retain it. Awakening itself is same. See, we have done a scientific research. Even if you don't jump, the same effect happens in your brain. All of you know that. See, many of our ashramites don't jump, like many people don't jump. But when I move the hand in front of them, the same effect is happening. When we put the QEEG, same effect is happening. So, the ability to retain only is different level. The awakening itself is not different level. Can it go back to sleep once you wake it up? No, don't worry. Do we inherit from patterns from parents? Yes, we inherit patterns from parents. You can't do it in a known language. She is asking catharsis, can it be done in a known language? No. It has to be done only in an unknown language. Only then the emotions leave your system. The next question, does yoga alone have the effect of reducing the need for food intake? Yes. Yoga is enough. To the samskaras accumulated in the womb from the parents, also cleared in the cleaning process. The process which I did in these 2 days does not go to that depth. If this process is done to a person who is pregnant, then the womb will not carry the pattern. That is possible. But now in these 2 days what I did may not go to that level. It will touch only the first level and second level of what you are carrying. It can, see, that level going means you will even forget the sufferings you had in your life. It will go to that extreme. Like now, I don't even remember many things. It's not that did not happen, I don't even remember them. How the life becomes out and out. So that much will not happen in just in 2 days. But if you make the pregnant women do this, go through this process, their kids will not carry the pattern. That is possible. What is Hiranyagarbha, Atmagarbha? Oh, Hridgarbha is heart. See, Hridgarbha does not function for ordinary people. Only for the great artists, painters, who has the capacity to visualize something and produce that in the outer world. See, for example, if I am carving a statue, I visualize it in my heart and I am able to produce that outside in something. Only then my Hridgarbha starts working. Not otherwise. If you can paint, carve, create a poetry which really reproduces your experience. For a person like a Rabindranath, see, when you read Gitanjali, some of the poems, you just go to that space. The words are so perfect. I can see many times when I have read the Rumi, Rabindranath Tagore, see, the words are put so perfectly. Just 5-6 words are enough for them to tell a whole story. Tagore, 5-6 words only he will use, but the whole story will be known to you now. By now, you can visualize what he is visualizing. So that kind of a reproduction of concepts happens, then your that person's Hridgarbha is open, not otherwise. You are trying to put these two into your pregnancy course, pregnancy course. See, maybe you can do one thing. You can make them visualize they are carrying a right baby. They can program the baby through Hridgarbha. But through Atma Garbha, they can't do anything. Atma Garbha can be done only by an enlightened being. Atma Garbha, they won't be able to play, but Hridgarbha, they can play. Atma Garbha is the enlightenment process. See, I visualize you as an enlightened being and go on insisting that you are enlightened, you are enlightened, you are enlightened. Tirelessly I am talking, you see. Even though knowing the same people are sitting in front of me and same people are going to sit in front of me. I don't know, all these guys who are sitting in front of me all over the world, how many times all of you attended Kundalini Awakening session, I don't know. But without being bored, without any boredom, without any tiredness, I am continuing. Somebody told me, what is this, Swamiji? So many sessions of satsangs I am attending. I don't know whether it is working or not. Then I told, you can say that so many times you are eating. Can you say whether it is working or not? Because so many times you ate only, you are still alive. And your life is running. If not, you would have been dead. Same way, because of so many satsangs, naturally the spectrum with which you are living now, you are living. Otherwise you will be in the drainage. Long before down the drain, in depression. So understand, because I carry all of you in my Atma Garbha, means I am very clear. I will have millions of enlightened beings. So naturally, because of that visualization, I go on repeating. Otherwise it is not a joke to sit and talk the same thing. I may tell different jokes, different stories, different way of expressing it, different expression, sometime with a lot of love, sometime with a lot of romance, sometime with a lot of anger, sometime with a lot of, power, sometime in very passive way. I may go on expressing in thousands of ways, but I talk same thing. You understand? The undercurrent of what I am talking is same thing. In Varanasi, just before, say around 3 months before, I had darshan of Mahavatar Babaji. I was staying in Varanasi. Varanasi, there are beautiful Vedapāṭaśālas. One Vedapāṭaśāla, I was sitting and listening to their chanting. They are chanting Rudram. Some 21 priests were sitting. Rudram is one of the Vedic hymn in praise of Mahadeva, Shiva. And they were chanting Rudram. And the whole team was chanting. Suddenly, the chief priest, he stopped the whole group and chanted loudly the one word. That word is Nithyanandaya. In Rudram it comes as Shiva's different names, Nithyanandaya. They raised the pitch, the meter, chandas. Then they again started chanting. They are supposed to chant 11 times. They were doing Rudrabhishekam. All the 21 priests were having small Shivalinga in front of them, and there will be a special horn, the bull horn kind of a instrument which they hold and pour water in that and hold, and that goes on pouring on Shivalinga. Then again, next time when they were chanting, again when it, just one word before the Nithyananda. See, before the word Nithyananda, they stopped, again raised the chandas. Nithyanandaya means, you see, like a sanchame, mayashchame, priyanchame, nagamaschame, this is actually chamakam. They were chanting in one tone, suddenly they stop and Nithyanandaya, they raise. Then they come back. So, after 3-4 times, I was wondering, why they are chanting this word, Nithyanandaya, with in a high pitch, raised meter. I asked them, then they said, the whole Rudram is centered by the word Nithyananda. See, the word Nithyananda is the center. Half of the names are this side and half of the names are that side. It's like the whole Rudram has certain tune describing different qualities of Shiva. So they finish one set of qualities which is like a divine, means does not and cannot happen easily in human body. And the other set of qualities are expressing in human body, like a compassion, love. All these qualities can express in human body, but the ability to create the whole world, these all does not express in human body. So the cosmic qualities of Shiva and human qualities of Shiva are described in two parts, and the connecting word for both is Nithyananda in Rudram. He described, so after the description, and he said that the word Nithyananda forms the basis for the whole Rudram, and it is one of the important name of Shiva, and this forms the whole basis for the Rudram. And he says that word Nithyananda runs through the whole Rudram. That sound runs through the whole Rudram. And then I was just sitting and contemplating on that word Nithyananda, maybe next few days continuously. I think I was completely intoxicated by that word. Maybe that was the reason Mahavatar Baba chose the same word. Actually, before Mahavatar Babaji, when I heard this explanation from the Pandit, almost I have chosen. I have chosen for me, but almost I was enamored by that name. Then when I had Darshana Mahavatar Babaji, he gave the same name. Then I met Amsanandapuri, again he gave the same name. I wanted to make one concept clear, how the Nithyananda word runs throughout the Rudram. If you see throughout my teaching, only one concept will be running. I may be explaining in a different way, different language, different perception, different words, different method, wearing different dress at different time. But throughout, the whole thing is connected by one thought trend, that is you raising the spectrum of your consciousness. That's all.
If you found this video entertaining, entraining and enlightening, take a moment to like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for tuning in.